5 spring practices now in the books for Nebraska. Hi, Sean Callahan with HuskerOnline.com. We caught up with defensive coordinator John Butler here on Tuesday as he laid down just where things are at as he installs his version of this Husker defense.
The main 3 things are just obviously grading and demanding great effort out of the guys. We want to be a culture where the effort is a premium, how hard we play, how physical we play, how fast we play. So effort is something every day we're making sure that we're demanding and rewarding. Then obviously execution of our schemes, whatever we're putting in, the execution's got to be elite from a fundamental standpoint, from an assignment standpoint. So that's a huge piece. We've got some different things going in here and there. So execution's elite. And then obviously the biggest thing is at the end of the day when you're playing football on defense is the finishing moments, the times you have an opportunity to make a play, make the tackle, win the coverage rep, win your pass rush rep, take the ball away. So, those 3 things are honestly what we're hammering every single day as we're trying to build this thing one day at a time.
Another big part of this transition is Butler will be working with several new faces as assistant coaches, and he's very excited about that.
It's been, kind of an unbelievable growth opportunity for me. Obviously, I have great direction with Matt, experienced head coach, provides a clear vision on exactly what he wants everything to look like on offense, defense, and special teams. So I follow his lead in that regard. Great confidant, in Phil Snow. That relationship's been awesome for me. We spend a lot of time just talking football, talking philosophy, talking, just things that are on my mind. So that's been great. And then obviously all the coaches that we added, whether it's a different position or a new coach, they're hungry to follow the lead of coach and then obviously follow my lead. So it's been great. A lot of energy, a lot of appreciation of those guys for being here, and they're doing their best to get us better one day at a time. I'm sorry.
And one of those coaches who plays a pretty big role is Phil Snow, who's almost a veteran set of eyes that can help Butler in some key areas.
I want it to be is to help us and help our players in every single possible way that he can. And for me and for all of us to be open to any opportunity he can provide to make us better, make me better, make our team better. He's out there coaching up freshman DBs, coaching his ass off, having fun. I'm over there watching his drills. I coached DBs in the NFL for 10 years and coached them for 20 years in different levels, and I'm over there watching different guys do their drills, and I'm learning stuff. So that's part of the mindset that everybody has to have when we're all there together. It's like, okay, Matt provides the vision, I'm the leader of the room, but we're all on the same page trying to make this the best product we can for Nebraska football.
As for any depth chart tips or insight, we weren't able to get much of that from Butler.
I think all the players that we have over there really don't want to get into naming names. I know everybody's interested in what maybe the depth chart looks like and who's practicing, but I feel like we got really good competition really at all positions in the secondary. I think that area has improved not only with another year of experience for the players that are returning, but also from some of the guys that we've added. I've been encouraged with those guys, and some of those players in that room have really grown in the finishing aspect, taking the ball away and making plays on the ball. So I'm excited about how that's going to shake out, but there's still plenty of time to determine really who's going to be out there anywhere.
Defensive lineman Elijah Jeudy is one that figures to play a prominent role. He's up to nearly 300 pounds. He played at around 270 at one point here at Nebraska, but he feels like he's really reshaped and playing at the right weight.
It depends. So for me, if I want to play like real fast and be able to rush the passer to the really best of my abilities, I feel great at 270. But right now, I feel real comfortable of doing both stopping the run and playing the pass at 298.
He's also been able to build a great bond with Terry Braden.
Great transition. Coach Terry, he's a guy that's high on energy. The D-line room loves him. I was able to meet him before he came down here when he first got hired. I was able to go down and drive down to Kansas City and be able to meet him, meet his family, and get to know him personally. And I think me and him right now have a really great bond.
Then you've got a couple of veteran players, Singleton at Nebraska.
Yeah, it was just crazy because I was going to bed sleep good. I was sleeping good knowing I'm about to go to the league, go prepare for the draft. I mean, it was no different than every day. I was just in shock because, I got denied my waiver, and now this drop out of nowhere. So, I was just surprised.
So I always wanted to come back. I kind of already had like an 80% chance, knew I was going to come back. But like during that time, we were in a bowl game and we were at the end of the season, so I really wasn't focused on what was happening next year. But when the season did end, Coach Rule talked to me. The NCAA kind of proved it pretty quickly that I was coming back, so it wasn't really any hassle for me.
And for Singleton, this is now the fourth secondary coach he's played for at Nebraska, dating back to Travis Fisher, Evan Cooper, John Butler, and now Addison Williams.
I mean, all those secondary coaches, they bring something different to you, for you as a player, because that's how you develop at the end of the day. And he's just bringing a level of knowledge. He's bringing knowledge. He's bringing technique to it. He's a little bit of everyone at the end of the day, like everybody. So,
and for Wright, he's the first seventh-year player in Nebraska football history.
Yeah, so I get called Unc all the time. I get called old man all the time. I actually texted Deontay Williams a little while ago and said, I know how you feel now. So, just being like the older guy and going through all those generations, I get a lot of wisdom to share to the younger guys, and it's actually great. I like being the older guy, so it's fine.
In a lot of ways, though, Wright does offer a lot of insight, as he was a part of the game back in 2019. And when you compare college football from 2019 to now 2025, it's a completely different game.
It's a very different game now. Like, transfer portal is open a lot of the time. People are transferring. NIL, I mean, it's just a whole different ball game now. And I'm kind of like the bridge between two worlds, like the older generation and the younger generation. I've been through it all, so like I can relate to the older guys, like the Jay Foremans and stuff like that, and I can relate to the younger guys like Ja'Cory Barney and Vincent Shavers.
Do you remember what it was like to be kind of broke as a student athlete when you guys didn't have money?
Yeah, I do actually. I remember saving up money. I remember riding my scooter, not trying to spend money on fast food, trying to go to the training table because I was hungry. And then I remember the times like now. We're all blessed now, so it's a lot easier than it was before.
Huskers are back for spring practice number 6 on Thursday. Reporting with the Nebraska football team in Lincoln, I'm Sean Callahan of HuskerOnline.com.